Hello and welcome to the McTaggart Attack podcast. I'm Kevin McTaggart, and my McTaggart Attack podcast is my way of giving my thoughts and opinions on whatever I want. That's it. I'll give opinions on something, movie reviews sometimes. Sometimes, lately, I've been testing out rants for my stand-up comedy material. Trying to kill two birds with one stone. Working on the podcast and my stand-up at the same time. Killing two birds with one stone. Is that really something to brag about? Killing two birds with one stone? I mean, I killed two birds with one stone. Who gives a fuck? Honestly. I fucked up. I hit the pause button instead of talking. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with it? That's how my day's fucking going. Jesus, today has been a clusterfuck of fuck-ups. To be quite honest with you. Before I go on to my main topic for this podcast, this has been a clusterfuck of a day of fuck-ups. Let me tell you why. First of all, I spilled my coffee on the couch this morning. Okay? Spilled my coffee on the couch this morning. Alright? So then I take a shower, which I wasn't gonna do, but I was covered in coffee, so I didn't have a fucking choice. So then I had to work, and I'm thinking, I need to go to CVS first to buy granola bars. And I go into CVS and I pick up the box of granola bars, but then I remembered, wait, you have a box of granola bars back at work. Then I go into work and I have a sit to stand desk now, one of those desks that goes up and down. And like my sit setting, you can do memory settings on this. And my sit setting, is pretty low. And then it fucking dawned on me that I can raise my chair. So I raised my seat. They made all the fucking difference in the world. Just been a clusterfuck of fuck-ups today. I played shitty golf this evening. Now I'm here doing my podcast, and I pressed the fucking pause button. Anyway, this episode is going to be about Megan Rapinoe of the U.S. women's soccer team. She has received a lot of blowback, a lot of hatred. She doesn't have a lot of fans. A lot of people don't like the things that she says, or she sits during the national anthem out of protest, and which is fine. I have no problem with the anthem protests. I don't give a shit about the anthem protests. But that's another... I've talked about that in other episodes, so go ahead and find them wherever you download podcasts if you'd like my opinion on that. But I want to focus on her for most of this episode. And an observation that I first made about her is it seems like a lot of people that hate her are just crusty old white men. Yeah. You go on social media, and most of the people that hate Megan Rapinoe are the crusty old white men. Right. But because there was a video where she says, "I deserve this," And people hated her for that video. That wasn't the first thing that they hated her for, but it's just like, there was still a lot of hate on her for that video. And I'm just like, that's how athletes fucking act. After they've won something, when they're celebrating. Boston Red Sox, 2013, Mike Napoli walking around Boston half fucking naked. You know? Alex Ovechkin of the Washington Capitals celebrating last year, screaming everywhere, being drunk off his ass for weeks, months on end. People thought it was adorable. People thought Mike Napoli's thing was adorable. Megan Rapinoe acts all arrogant and cocky while celebrating, and people hate that. Why? Probably because she's a woman. Oh, because women are supposed to act classy and dignified. Fuck that. No, they're not. Act like a human being. If you win something, you're going to be excited that you fucking won something, and you're going to fucking celebrate it. Especially if you've earned it and worked towards the goal for 4 years to win this championship, and then you do it. You can celebrate however the fuck you want. And it's disgusting that people hate her for that. Someone brought to my attention her dancing with someone and how they like danced over the flag. They dropped the flag. Oh, you shouldn't drop the flag. Well, someone came and moved it out of the way. I mean, they didn't even notice that the flag was there. If you look at the video, Rapinoe and the other player don't even notice that the fucking flag was there. And they're only dancing over it for like a second. And then someone pulls it away. Because they don't notice, they weren't looking down or anything. They weren't even the ones holding the fucking flag. And yet they get all this goddamn hatred for it. And it's fucking disgusting. Unjustified hatred for it. I hate how people are forcing you on how to be patriotic. Oh, stand for the anthem. Don't desecrate the flag. She didn't like burn the fucking flag. She didn't like rip the flag in half. They dropped it. Oh my god. What a goddamn atrocity. But yeah, it was my observation that it was mostly crusty old white men that were offended by the actions of Megan Rapinoe. And of course, crusty old white men got mad at me for saying that on Twitter. And it's just fucking pathetic, man. It's just... Plus, like, she gave this great speech. I heard parts of it in New York City when they were on their parade, celebrating, like you do when you win a championship for the country. If she wasn't patriotic, she wouldn't play for the U.S. women's soccer team. Give me a fucking break. But she gives this great speech about how we should, like, love one another and try to make peace with one another and work together and stuff like that. And all she got was hatred for that, too. That's pretty fucking patriotic to ask for that. You know what's pretty fucking unpatriotic? Ripping her to shreds. Verbally. Just fucking pisses me off. She is being patriotic. She is rebelling. Because our country was built on revolutionaries who are trying to change this country. And she's trying to change it for the better. So we treat everyone equally, regardless of gender or whatever fucking gender you want to be. And it's just fucking pathetic. Yet there are people out there who just want to hate her for stupid reasons. It's fucking pathetic. Sick of it. It's just annoying to me. Like she was the best player on the team. Didn't she win like the MVP award for the World Cup or something like that? Right. She played the best. So she did deserve it. Was that the MVP trophy she was holding? You know, don't fucking give her shit for her goddamn opinions. So she doesn't want to meet the president. The president probably doesn't want to meet her either, because the president is a misogynistic, racist piece of shit. But that's another podcast episode for another time, when I do my Trump is a racist podcast episode, which might be this week, but because boy, is he getting racisty. But yeah, it's just so fucking ridiculous, the hatred that she gets. Good for her, and good for the U.S. women's soccer team for winning another World Cup, whatever the fuck it's called. And shame on anyone who hates on them for it, and hates on Megan Rapinoe for it. She's giving her opinions. She's speaking her mind. She's protesting. It's not like she's burning the fucking flag. She's sitting for the anthem. It's not like she's taking a shit during the anthem. She's sitting or kneeling or whatever for the fucking anthem. She could do worse things during the anthem. Seems like every fucking episode that I do is about the anthem protests. Seriously. And it's just so fucking annoying. People need to get their head out of their asses. There's far worse problems in this country, in this world, that we need to deal with, other than people kneeling for a song. And that's the bottom line if you smell what the McTaggart Attack podcast is cooking. Reach me at McTaggartAttack@gmail.com if you want to email me about this. Find me on Twitter at KevMcT and yell at me about this, you crusty old white pieces of shit. Or find my Facebook page, the McTaggart Attack Podcast Facebook page. I don't really fucking give a fuck anymore because I'm too fucking pissed off to even fucking continue doing this fucking podcast episode today. Thank you for listening.